Alrighty, let's get started. Welcome back, and today is April 10th. It's Wednesday, and let's go ahead and start off with the daily structural analysis recap of our major three pairs. So, starting off with AU, um, as I predicted or anticipated at the start of the week, that market could break out of this current level of consolidation and now start to drive upwards. So we're currently on this path. Keep in mind, anything can happen. Always keep that in the back of your mind. But as far as we can see from what price has displayed, we do have a nice strong close from Tuesday's candle. Wednesday's candle still has quite a bit of time. We still have now the New York session coming up. So I would anticipate this to still be another bullish candle. And if that is the case, again, we're likely to continue upwards. That doesn't mean that the market can't stall out for a little bit. Just for example, right here, that's where we have to be patient, right? This takes 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, and then the move follows through, right? Say you were short here. If you had the original target to be all the way down here, you really have to come to the understanding that you're going to have to wait until market reaches that point, that it's going to take time for PA to establish, right? So here it's basically the same thing. We can end up in some sort of small consolidation or some small minor movement where there is a lack of volume, but that is not to lose sight of the overall target, right? Which is that level right there. So as of now, everything is still going according to plan. If we do today get a strong bearish closure, or if we make a new low to the downside, truly, I believe that that is when things can start to become more questionable as far as that goes. So I would just be wary of that possibility. It's not something we want to see if we are to stick to the bullish bias that we currently have. However, let's keep that mindset open because, like I said, anything can happen. So that's AU on the daily time frame. Let's go ahead and move over to the next pair. All right, USD CAD. Again, from the thesis that I had stated on Monday, we are following through. Yesterday's candle was certainly decisive, and this is what I'm trying to relate. This is where the aspect of patience is really key. This is basically a whole day's worth of movement that we really didn't get anywhere too far, right? If we are coming from a short area of here and taking it all the way back down into this key level of support, there's still quite some time. This doesn't help us. It doesn't speed up the process, right? So again, sticking to the plan and allowing time to basically do its thing is the important part. That's why walking away from the market is important, allowing it to do its thing so that there is enough movement. The key is to walk away, but keep track and make sure that you're still looking at it. That is the analytical part, and that's what most people miss oftentimes, right? Again, this all depends on their style of trading and how they're going about their trading career, their trade business. Multiple ways to do it. But you see, still following through. Nothing has changed. We have already made a low today, a new low yesterday. This is a neutral candle overall, so I would still anticipate market to continue its bearish movement. We could get some potential pullback and then come back down. What I'm trying to say is that we could see a potential bullish candle here and then follow through with a bearish candle. That is possible. Again, patience is king. stick to the understanding of what you see and allow it to play out. So that's UC, and then let's move over to UJ. Again, UJ, man, I really would really be content to see a major drop after this consolidation is pretty much settled. Again, we're getting a lot of spinning top kind of candles. These candles are really indicative of a reversal, strong reversal coming up. So the break is probably, once it occurs, it's probably going to occur fast. I would anticipate a large size candle to appear at some point. Again, it might not even come this week, right? It might roll out to next week. Again, several spikes into the weekly key level. We really are not making any new highs. If we do start to make new highs, watch for that. Again, like I said, oftentimes market likes to also spike through the region before it actually does make its move. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. A continuation of the move would, in theory, would be any trade if we are to stick to a bearish bias below this level of support once it clears, right? So imagine if we had a really strong bearish candle appear all of a sudden. Once that's formed, really any pullback or any sort of continuation, that is pretty much sell zone sell area, right? The secondary candle right here would have been entered within a sell zone sell area. And that's what we want to see in order to take it to the targets that we have laid out over here, right? That would be take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, if we are to have a reversal, right? And market is to continue. Again, like I said, several things can happen in the middle and in between, right? That is the nature of the market. It is capricious. Okay, so those are the dailies. Let's move down to the H4 now. Bear with me just 1 second. All right, let's get a closer look on AU for the intraday structure. Let's take a look. All right, so as we're coming in right now to the New York session, we can see that we have the rally. Okay, we have the rally. Point A made a point B at this point. However, I don't believe this to be the final point B. All right, this really looks like just an area where market is slightly just consolidating. It's a small range. Following the continuation of the daily perspective on the H4, I would still be on the lookout for longs, right? This could be a good area to buy in because market now is at its lower range. If we do break out of this box, again, we could then pull back to collect more orders and then move forward. And then what that would entail on the daily time frame, that might look as today closing with a bearish candle and then the following day looking a bullish candle, right, on the daily time frame. Got to keep that in mind, right? It's going to take 6 candles on the H4 to do all of this, and it's 6 candles back to the upside on the bullish side, or sorry, on for the bullish side, in order for those daily candles to form. So again, patience. Patience when trading the H4, patience when trading it online with a daily. If you're not in this kind of understanding of the market, then you're likely trading off of the lower time frames. And again, that's a completely different beast. So that is it for AU. Again, as of this moment, still currently consolidating. That doesn't change the overall direction or scope. Overall bias at this point is still bullish given yesterday's confirmation of that break. All right, today, really, if we can get a nice firm candle, that really indicates that the follow through is there. The market's likely to hit the expected target. All right, H4. Now, moving over to USD CAD. USD CAD has these slow melts and these slow like movements where it just gets stuck. If it's not in a particular area, it appears. And we're just, again, we're getting out of like this boxy region of the market, and we see it form here again. So it's anticipated that market would have slowed down around this region. Once cleared, we're likely to see volume come in and then continue the move to the downside, unless all of a sudden things change, right? This is a weird candle that appeared, but looking at the details here, we do have this bearish candle which closed below this candle. We are making new lows consecutively on the H4. So this all still indicates bearish behavior on USD CAD. So again, from an intraday perspective, looking more bearish than we are looking bullish. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at UJ, and we can call it a day. All right, so UJ, we're still at that upper bound, right? We're still at the upper bound on the weekly side of the weekly key level of 151.937. Again, many small volume candles, lack of volume in the market, and that is very likely to, like I said, at some point once the volume kicks in, it's gonna enter the market swiftly. Anticipation is still to the downside. Like I said, I'm still more with a bearish bias on UJ than a bullish bias. Here we have a minor double top. We have structurally a higher low than a lower low in relationship to this low. Once we break this area, this level of support here, I believe that that is when we'll see the volume enter the market. So let's stay on the lookout for that. Again, not to say that market can continue to go bullish. However, I don't believe that's going to be the case. Alrighty, guys, that is the analysis for Wednesday. I wish you guys a great middle of the week. I will catch you guys on the next one. It's your boy Bliss. Peace out.